the place where we slow down and listen. Not to the noise of the world, but to the whispers of time. In this episode, we explore something no one really wants to talk about: regret. Not the fleeting kind, not the kind you brush off at the end of a long week, but the kind that stays with you when you know your days are numbered. What do people regret when the curtain closes? What words rise to the surface when there's no time left to lie, no reason to pretend? I've asked this question to nurses, to caregivers, to sons and daughters, and, when possible, to the elders themselves. The answers are never loud. They come in pauses, in sighs, in that look someone gives when you ask something they've held in for too long. One man told me, "I regret chasing money like it was oxygen." He had worked 60-hour weeks, skipped birthdays, missed his daughter's recitals, and lost his marriage along the way. He said, "I told myself it was for them, but they would have traded the house for time with me." Another woman in her late 80s shared, "I regret being silent when I should have spoken. I kept peace at the dinner table by swallowing my truth. And now I wonder if my silence cost me love or cost others the courage they needed to speak theirs." These aren't regrets of failure. They're regrets of absence, of choosing what was expected over what was real, of playing roles instead of living truth. I remember one quiet afternoon in a small village in northern France. I was sitting with Jean-Paul, a former professor, now 95, bedridden but alert. He said, "I regret treating life like a checklist. Marriage, children, career, retirement. I was always preparing for the next stage, never really arriving in any." Then he laughed, not bitterly, but with a softness that only comes from full understanding. He said, "If I could go back, I'd stop planning so much. I'd drink the wine slowly. I'd ask better questions. And I'd stop pretending I had more time." Those last 5 words struck me deeply. Stop pretending I had more time. We all do it. We all live like there's a secret account we can draw from later. But later isn't promised, and for many, it never comes. There's a quiet truth hidden in the regrets of the dying. They don't mourn the things they failed at. They mourn the chances they never took, the love they withheld, the words they never said, the risks they avoided because they didn't want to look foolish, the dreams they shelved because they feared they were too late. But here's the thing. The regrets of the dying don't have to become ours. We still have the moment in our hands. We still have breath in our lungs, names in our phone books, eyes we can look into and say, "I'm sorry," or "I love you," or "I was wrong." If someone comes to mind as you hear this, call them. If there's a dream you've been putting off, start it. If you've been living someone else's life, gently begin to reclaim your own. Because one day, it will be your turn to sit quietly by a window and reflect. And when that day comes, may your regrets be few and your truth be full. If this story moved something in you, share it with someone you love. Let their story change yours before regret ever has the chance. Until next time, live gently, love fully, and don't wait.